I was double muted. That's why. That's why my audio didn't come through immediately. I had the microphone muted from the hardware level, so yeah, there's no automatically unmuting through the startup sequence doing that. Hello there, everyone. Welcome to a fine Thursday afternoon, or whatever happens to be in your time zone. I'm SLdr Cody, and I'm Cody. Hello, everybody. Don't mind the slight scuff there. I didn't realize I muted my microphone from the hardware layer. I don't usually do that, so that the unmute automatically happens when the intro's done, so. No worries there, though. It's sort of nice to be streaming on Thursday, I gotta say. The reason I'm streaming on Thursday this week is because this weekend I'm gonna be, like, pretty far away from my setup. We're gonna be doing camping in undisclosed location. So, I still want to do the one stream a week, so we moved it to Thursday afternoon. Thursday afternoon's a pretty good backup day anyways. And honestly, I'm considering making that a regular thing next season. The Thursday afternoon. Wednesday, I'm considering changing to afternoon. Again, this depends on real-life demands. Camping outside. Oh, yeah. It's not camping if it isn't outside. Well, to me at least. It doesn't feel like camping if I'm not outdoors or in a trailer. Even a trailer too, but no, I'm going to be tent camping, so it's going to be the traditional outside camping. So yeah, that'll be fun. And from what I'm checking on the forecast, it doesn't look like the weather's going to cause significant impact on the days that I'm camping, but never know. The area I'm camping in does have a bit of a wild weather trend that it can sometimes happen, so have to keep an eye on that. Speaking of wild weather trends, we've got one today. Yeah, we're supposed to get a bit of wild weather today. Because we're doing this on Thursday, weather talk isn't always a guarantee on weekdays on postseason here, but I felt like we definitely have enough to talk about weather-wise. Included in the prairie region itself. The prairie region actually has something going on. Late May is living up to its name. Well, its name 3+ years ago. Last year, May performed very poorly, and the year before, it didn't perform much better. So I'm glad we're back to a traditional late May. It's actually pretty warm in portions of the prairies right now. It also, oh my goodness, the heat and wind combination is not good for the fires. I think I have the aviation map loaded up, but yeah, we're gonna definitely go over that. I don't think I made any big changes between this week and the previous week. I don't usually patch note during postseason, but hey, it's Hemlock, welcome on and good to see you. I hope you're having a lovely time zone so far. Yeah, I'm having a pretty good day today. And, oh, yeah, now that this weekend has camping on it, it's like, oh, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Plus, it gets me away from the local area that I live in. I've probably said it before, I'm not a big fan of the local area that I live in. Because storms always go around here. Although, we do have 3 thunderstorms on record now. All recent. I think it's all within the past week or so. Let me quickly check the records here. Let's see. We had 2 on the 23rd, and we had 1 on the 26th. Yep. They're all within the past week here. So... oh, boy. Pretty happy about that. And I'm hoping that the momentum continues so that we don't get any of those annoying... August in particular has been gaining a reputation for being disappointing in terms of thunderstorms. So hopefully those months can actually live up to something. So we're going to go from the weather segment into a weather segment, but it's going to be in-game. So let me just switch this off. I do have to close the weather radar because it actually, I think it uses enough resources that it would cause problems. Now, because Outbreak is a demanding game, I'm going to have to turn off my VTuber for the time being. I'm just going to prepare to change categories first. Also, I figured out why Outbreak wasn't working last time. I kept the image editing software for my for the hammer animation open, and I probably shouldn't have done that because that uses additional resources. Okay, that's all set to change. Okay, VTuber is going to disappear here. And throw in software, and let me just... There we go. That way Firebot behaves correctly. And redeems that won't do anything aren't there for... Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's get Outbreak started up now. Let's hope it actually starts up. I think I have to start up Steam first. I don't keep Steam running in the background. I don't like keeping it running in the background. It used to be because it messes up my controller whenever it's connected to the computer. But it seems that Steam does that now, even when it's not open, so... Hey, Plague Inc. is up to 75% off. That's actually a fun game. Golf with your friends quality of life update is out. Okay. Looks like cosmetics and stuff that were previously unavailable are available. Change hole option. Okay. Okay. I'll have to read the... wow, it's a long set of patch notes. My goodness. I'll have to read that at some other point here. Also, you guys probably... some of you probably looked at the development preview for Phasmophobia. It looks pretty cool. I'm going to actually try playing Phasmophobia with my controller here and seeing if that addresses things. I hear it's awkward on both on controller too, so... But hey, well, we'll find out. I actually found Nukes more comfortable to play on controller, weirdly enough. And Nukes has some pretty decent controls. Okay, Outbreak is preloading assets. Let's see if we can actually get to the menu. If we can actually get to the menu, I'll swap to the game source here. Also, let me just get some of my windows swapped over. Preload and done, open in menu. Okay. Sounds good to me. It's doing its usual resolution mess up, but it's doing it in a normal sense, so I think we should be able to play. The game may undergo significant changes during the development process, and save process may be wiped multiple times during updates to the 1.0 release. Oh yeah. We haven't encountered one of those yet, but I'm sure at some point they're going to need to change something, like close to the core of the game that will cause us to have to reset things. So hopefully we don't have to worry about that for some while. I'm going to fix the resolution before I switch it so you guys can see, because I currently cannot see anything. That's a weird resolution for it to select by default. There we go. And I'm going to make sure the game audio is actually on. There we go. Okay, looks like we're in business, as long as I don't stay in the menu for too long. Oh, we're almost in business. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I forgot to change the game source to Outbrk. Yep. So let me just change it to Outbrk. There we go. We got visuals. And let me make sure OBS doesn't have a source selected. I don't want to drag things around accidentally. Off we go to make more money. Storm bucks. Oh my goodness. Gotta say, even voice meter slows down while Outbrk is running. Like, I think the computer is just in resource saving mode at that point. Alright. What scenario? What scenario is going to be entrusted to us? I wonder. I also wonder where my mouse is. Where's my mouse? Oh, it's in the game. Hold on. Let me start menu out of that and do this. This can get minimized. I don't need this here. Okay, so we've already got a pretty nice cell immediately. How do we have... Okay, dew points are fantastic. This storm is already utilized in energy, so... Whew, okay. And what direction? Probably the direction the cone's telling us. Well, if we can make it here in time. Last time we tried to get enough hail damage to window break, and it didn't happen. I swear that's going to be the last achievement that I get in this game. Which is saying something, because wall clouds never seem to don't seem to exist anymore. Hopefully, when they do the tornado graphics updates and storm behavior updates, they'll actually make wall clouds appear. I don't know what is up with all these new scenarios here and their inability to produce wall clouds. Green light. I mean, all the lights are green. Even if they look red, they're green. In game. In real life, the colors you see are very real, but in game, the red lights, they're actually green lights. So, you know, you're good to go. Oh, good. I didn't park myself near. I'm not going to be parking myself near a hill this time. Very good. So yes, I have been playing a lot of Fantasy Life. Indeed, I beat the main story yesterday. It's actually a pretty neat final boss and all that, but I can't go into detail because that would be obvious spoilers. So, no spoilers on that. I really wish they'd do more battles like but utilize the mechanics in that fight though. Like, it sort of feels like they developed a unique, some unique things in that particular battle, but it's like, I feel like they put a lot of effort into something, a lot of effort into something for 2 fights that you don't see at any other time. Again, I haven't even explored too much post-game yet, so maybe there is more. No. Keep me on the road. On the road again, not off the road again. We got 35, 28 km/h winds here. You have arrived at your destination. Okay. Thought this was a 41 storm chasing stream. Just saw the video game menu. Oh my goodness. Oh, an IRL storm. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it looks amazing. Also, welcome on in, CVS. Good to see you. And to imagine they're actually going to be doing updates to further enhance this. So this is roughly... Yeah, we got a hook here. Excellent. We got a hook. The rotation is not focused in the correct area of the storm, so... we might not get an intercept here. We're looking for development roughly in this area if we want to see a proper tornado. Right now, a lot of the rotation is right around the hail core here. Although, what is this doing? If the north side here continued to curve towards the west, could be a bookend vortex, but nope. It's funny that I'm doing storm chasing in game when there's we do have a severe weather risk here. We'll be seeing that later today, though. There's a cold front going through the prairie region, and yeah. Some severe weather possible along it. Nice tower and cumulus over there. Also nice tower and cumulus over there. Nothing yet. We might have to move down. This hook is looking solid. I gotta move my window over. The people who do chase storms, yes, they're definitely, they're brave, and my goodness, I'm so glad that the majority of them who do the chasing have a lot of knowledge on them. You definitely need to know your stuff when you're chasing storms IRL. If you're not aware of the dynamics of a tornado, then you could definitely put yourself in danger. This game does stuff that storms have done in real life, including fungal cloud. That timing was amazing. Okay. A fungal cloud spawning over. This game does have a bit of leeway when fungal clouds spawn over. And if they change to a tornado, you have a bit of time to get out of there. But you got to get out of there quickly. The problem I have with this one is I can't... Oh, I'm... This might be a little bit of a guesswork because it's not on the ground yet. Now it is. It's moving straight towards us. Let's get out of here. This tornado thought it could pull a tricky one. Nope, I'm watching. I'm watching. You could sort of very faintly hear the tornado sirens from the nearby settlement. Okay, let's get another picture. If it continues to move the direction it's moving in, we should get good good intercept value out of this. Yep, 2,900. 3,000. And it's not even right over the probe yet. 33. 3,400. It's still moving towards, so it could still get better. We might also have to wait for it to pass, so we might have to wait for a rear flank downdraft to hit it. So, let's see here. It might have passed north of. We're going to move towards it, but we're not going to be too eager to move towards it. Let's keep in mind that the backside of a tornado can be extremely dangerous, too. I'm just going to keep an eye on our wind values down in the bottom right corner there. 3,400. It looks like that's going to be our final value for this one. Not necessarily an amazing value. It did pass north. Okay. Well, we were doing guesswork anyway, so that's actually a pretty decent guess. It's easier to guess where a tornado is going once, like, you've got a solid visible column on the ground there. We do have a good idea of where it's going, though. It's going towards difficult to chase. I see. It's going towards this road. This is not my favorite road to do an intercept on, but we're going to give it a shot. Let's turn ourselves around. Get off the ramp. By the way, definitely do not do this in real life. No oncoming traffic driving. Storm chasing does not exempt you from safety. Oh my goodness. You know what the funny part is, though? Even though we're going the wrong way, there's still a light facing this way. Two-way ramp. Looks like it's still struggling to remain a tornado, but it's still there. Oh, we got our 1 minute heads up for ads here, so we will have some ads coming in pretty soon here. Honestly, these tornado sirens still sound a little weird to me because they're not what I usually hear when I'm hearing tornado sirens. Okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's the gravel road up here. I actually don't see it anymore. Is it in a blind spot? No, I don't see it anymore at all. It may have dissipated. That lightning strike sure didn't, though. Ad started soon, trademark. There's not much of a hook, so I'm not too surprised that it decided to dissipate. Okay, we might have to plan our intercept to be over here. And while there is no funnel cloud or tornado up, let's get ahead while we can. Oh. Well. We might have time to get ahead of it, but I don't know. We might just have to stop frequently here and get additional fungal cloud pictures. Ads are in progress. Oh, I'm not sure. This might not be a very wise decision. I'm hoping we don't get a danger zone spawning right over us, so it's I don't know. I don't know. 146? Ah! Oh my goodness. Oh. I think the danger zone did spawn over us. Oh my goodness. Yikes. It's a shame the ads had to roll during all this. It is heading... yeah, roughly where the marker is. I'll move it slightly. Alright, let's get ahead of it since it actually gave us a chance. Barely gave us a chance. Oh, I saw the winds in the corners spike up in that effect when you're in when you're in danger. And I was like, ooh. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. They really did time themselves unfortunate. We were, the danger zone spawned right over us. So the winds rose to like 142. But we managed to escape. And also, we're not gonna be able to get this one. Because the tornado is now targeting up here. Let's stop. Let's take another picture. And I don't think we're going to be able to intercept this. I don't think I want to get much closer to this. Especially if it changes its direction again. By the way, it has changed its direction. Let's place a probe down. Let's get out of here. It is now heading towards us. Now, because of the direction it's going in, we're actually going to have to get pretty far away from it if it keeps going in the direction. We'll get ourselves some distance and we'll reevaluate from there, but it appears to be heading right down this road. Here, we'll stop by these yellow bushes here. Seknika, welcome on in. Good to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic time zone so far. We're definitely having fun with tornadoes right now. This one, this one spawned a danger zone right over us. So, yeah, this first chase has been real interesting. Is it heading towards us again? No. What are we getting for probe, though? We're getting 0. I don't even know where the probe is. I can't see the icon from here. Like, it's over here. So theoretically, a tornado should hit it. My goodness. Are we getting any probe value? No? Auntie! For some reason, he keeps telling us not to do the things he's doing because it's the game. Oh my goodness. No, I don't recommend driving against traffic, no. Probably not a good idea. That looks like it should have been closer. I guess not quite. Because, oh, is it doing that? It's steering northwards. Looks like fun, but I mean, I sure did get a rush despite this being a game when the danger zone spawned right over me. Oh, we're getting our hail damage. Oh, did I... Okay, it's unreported now. Cracked windows. I need the windows to break for the achievement. And these windows apparently could take a lot of abuse before they finally break. And I go to the basement, the weather looks like this. Yeah. I'm gonna say, like, we're expecting severe weather today. Our tornado chance is 0, though. Or it's so incredibly low that it's not worth putting the risk in there. It's not worth making people think about the scenario because it's incredibly low. The main focus for our severe weather is
those shoulders.
Decent hail size and wind. Elliot, welcome on in, and thank you so much for the stretch. I probably really need that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was about 5 bone pops, so yep, I definitely needed that. Thank you very much. If you guys haven't stretched in a while, not a bad thing to do. Also, while we're at it, let's get some hydration going. It's wonderful to see you again, Elliot. Finally caught a Cody stream again. Yeah, but it is fantastic to have you back. The tornado's still going. See it from over here, too. It is going to an area that's also a pain in the arse to intercept. Oh, man. What is going on with these annoying to intercept places? Also, it might be steering further north here, so I'm going to say we're going to aim for here. It appears to be taking a bit of a steer. You can also see there's a bit of a disagreement in weather direction. This also happens in a lot of weather systems in real life, too. Or you've got a couple directions that disagree with each other, and it can cause a storm to change directions. We actually get that, the prairie regions gets that a lot. Although, I gotta say, the western prairie regions tend to experience this slightly more. It's weird, sometimes the brakes on this don't really work very well. So I have to repetitively tap it, and then it'll work better. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to aim for over here. So this week's going to be Outbreak. Next week is going to be Mario Kart World, given that me hooking up the new the Switch 2 goes without a hitch. Which it should. Unless I have to use one of those thicker HDMI cables for the Switch 2. In which I'm going to have to do a little bit of cable rerouting. But yeah, most of the off-season is going to be chasing storms. Because chasing storms is a lot of fun. And I'd much rather do it in-game than in real life. The storms that I like to chase in real life do not involve tornadoes. I prefer to go after ones where the tornado risk is low or non-existent. Wind gust, hail, heck yeah. I don't have a large vehicle that can get pushed off the road by winds, so heck yeah. Oh, wait, no. For insurance purposes, I do not go after storms with hail. I mean, hail coverage practically doesn't exist here anyways. Still dealing with storms, Sakara, springs. Springs. I can English. Oh, shoot, I went past the marker. Oh, no, this is going to be a pain in the arse to chase, isn't it? We got a big hill over here. I did see the tornado faintly there. Let me just back up. I don't want to be in a low visibility zone either. Looks like the storms over there shouldn't be as severe today. There's still thunderstorm potential, but not as severe. I can see that. Sort of. They're heading straight for me. Almost. It is almost heading straight for. Like, it says good, it's still a bit of a distance. If it's an optimal picture, then it's close. Let me get new coordinates on this. Hey, you guys want to see Krista? You guys want to see Krista for a moment? I love it when they occasionally tried to post that because then we can bring Krista in here. Beautiful. Just sprinkling and raining all day. Oh, well, you're moving. Dang it. That's not the best time for... Although, take a sprinkle over a rain like this. A rain like what's happening in the game right now. Yes. I think this tornado is... It's moving this way, but it's got... Slightly north. Slightly. Nope. I thoroughly enjoyed it driving around last night during a storm. Oh, night storms are so much fun. Just you get to see the light show. It is such a spectacle. Please don't rope out before you reach here. I really hope it's not curving northwards again. Got a bunch of good pictures of the lightning. Oh, it was a nice purple color. Oh, I love it when lightning does that. Okay, slightly more north. Again, hopefully it doesn't steer north again, because for some reason these tornadoes have some sort of thing for steering north. Also, hopefully our visibility doesn't get too bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until the timer lets me take a picture of a tornado again. Okay, how much longer do I... Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, the precipitation should lighten up pretty soon here. It now says optimal, so it is now considered close. And it is indeed curving north again. Hooray! I love it when it does that. A little bit of a sideways tornado. A number of tornadoes, in particular wedges, do like to start somewhat sideways. Except you can't see them when they're like in their early stage of formation. And then they like set themselves up in scenarios that support them. In other scenarios, they collapse and become a disorganized mess. Are you still moving north? Really hard to see because we're at the edge of the heavy rainfall threshold, so it makes it really difficult to see. Also, that doesn't help. We got a really intense hail core developing over there. I sort of see what's happening here. We might get another shift north again. Yeah, we got another shift north. Right about here. Alright, where are you moving now? In an ideal... Close lightning strike. In an ideal scenario, it would move straight towards us, but it is clearly not. I'm going to move for that the marker I placed down. Now, I'm noticing the storm motion there is starting to lean northwards. Oh, this is not... I don't like this. Can we back up? Can I get a redo? I mean, if I want the broken window... Oh, you know what? Maybe I want the broken window achievement. I'm probably not going to get it. I've driven through hail cores this big and still haven't gotten broken window. Even with the hail, I can still see the tornado. Okay, I'm going to back out so that we can see a little better. Because I don't like... Like, this is getting close, and I can't see where it is. You always get a broken windshield when you try not to get one. Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be that way. I think that's moving towards. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, no, it's heading this way. Let's get out of here. Now, there are power lines here, so some of them are probably going to get downed by this. Okay, it's now in range of our probe. We got 2800, 3100, 3200. I wonder how high we'll get. I wonder what kind of value we'll get out of this. We're at 3600. 3700. All right. Power lines are probably about to snap. Well, I can't see it from here, but if there's a power line there, it's probably on the road now. 3900. And it looks like the rear flank downdraft is not hitting the station. Or, sorry, the probe. Weather station. It's not a weather station. That's a weather probe. I'm actually going to keep an eye on our wind values here. $82. Let's just wait a little. Okay, we're good. How did this power line not get downed? Was it down further ahead? Oh, hold on. There we go. Whoa, look at this hail core. Oh my goodness. That is a nasty hail core. Oh, those winds are nasty. Is this storm Bowen? Oh, must be Bowen. No tornadoes along here, but I know oftentimes when you get a scenario like this, tornado warnings can get issued anyways because the winds are just really bad. They can cause damage similar to a tornado. We don't have much of a hook, so I'm not sure if I'm going to try to intercept this again. The hook's looking a little weak. Let's check the velocity. Okay. Velocity is suggested I should try to intercept it up here. Let's try it. I gotta go north for this. Thankfully, this one is not necessarily moving fast, so we're gonna fuel up since we're near a fuel station anyways. And then we're gonna try our next intercept point, which unfortunately will also be a difficult intercept. Alright, we're gonna wait for our fuel up. I wasn't far off, actually. So yeah, it did. It decided to change its direction. And now it's sort of... Okay, I'm not necessarily sure if the center of the cone is correct here. Also, I'm not even sure if this tornado is going to last long enough. There's no hook. I'm going to say roughly there. Can't see anything in this storm. vroom. Zoom, zoom. Oh, stay away from that stop sign. Those stop signs will sometimes slap you and you won't even crash into them. I've driven by a stop sign and it didn't damage the vehicle, but it damaged me. Sort of funny. Just tells you how sassy stop signs are. Yeah, stop sign had a vengeance, yeah. You can actually faintly see the tornado from here. And if it is indeed steering towards the north here, which it looks like it is, this should be the ideal road for that intercept. What's not ideal is the hilly terrain here. I do see the hook now. It is now oriented for a storm headed northwards, so I think that target I placed down looks pretty good. Unfortunately, we do have to go through a hail core before we can actually see what the heck we're looking at. Oh. Okay, we're gonna have to go over here. This is a very unfortunate spot to have to intercept. Looks like a hail core. Oh, if the tornado even stays. Yes, I can definitely see a tornado in that picture. Okay, we are going to go right by this advertisement sign. I think this is where the tornado is currently interested in. Nope, definitely not. This is an interesting tornado to chase. Where the heck is this tornado going? It's not even in the usual part of the storm. Is this tornado even gonna last? Seems like it's a realistic tornado. Ooh. Oh dear, I did not know how close we were. Please let me probe and leave. Probe and leave. Probe and leave. Probe and leave. Leave. Leave now. Be gone. Bye. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. The winds are were at 120 when we were leaving. Oh my goodness. That was a dangerous tornado to chase. My goodness. Probably sounds like some alien mantra. Oh my goodness. Really does. Somewhere in that wall of visibility, lack of visibility, the wall of non-visibility, is a rain-wrapped tornado, possibly a hail-wrapped tornado, that you can't even see on reflectivity very well. The wall of invisibility. Yep. Oh my goodness. That was very interesting. I'm very glad I was able to get an intercept, a safe intercept on that. Okay, that was not safe, but it was an intercept. A risky intercept. I don't even know whether it's safe to go in and retrieve the probe yet, because I have no idea where the tornado actually is. Okay, well, I'm guessing the game's forcing it to despawn at this point. We've got a chase ends soon. Well, that was fun. That was the best intercept, but we got 3 intercepts. This is going to be a 10K plus chase. Imagine if they actually if they actually paid spotters like they do in this game. Although that would probably also draw out a lot of people who should not be chasing storms. But I mean, like seriously, like the experienced chasers who are safe about it and all that, and who are not risking their... Well, I mean, chasing a tornado is always life risking, but taking whatever precautions they can to reduce that risk. They should be getting paid better. I don't necessarily know firsthand what a tornado bounty would be, but I want to think that it's decent. I want to think that it's decent, considering the risks they take. One thing about chasing that will never change, there's nothing more valuable than a first-hand ground account of what's happening. Radars can only tell us so much. And like the scenario we just saw, this scenario is actually a really good example of that. It was really difficult to tell what the heck was going on the radar, or at least on reflectivity. Velocity did tell us something was going on, but even velocity, because the rotation covered a decent-sized area and it wasn't in the usual part of a storm, it was still a little difficult. We are good. We are good to leave this chase. Maximum wind speed recorded 194 kilometers an hour. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Still 0 photos of a wall cloud taken, because apparently wall clouds don't exist. It has now been almost 10 chases, and I haven't seen one wall cloud. We almost made it to 20 grand. My goodness. Vehicle damage too. Apparently, the hail damage was only inflicted 2 damage. 2 worth of damage. Interesting. It looked like a lot more than just 2 damage. Imagine if replacing a windshield only cost 2 golds or currencies or whatever. I'd have a new windshield on my car already if that was the case. That was an awesome chase. Let's hope that the next one goes well. We are now at, because I didn't pay attention, 89 grand. Ooh, are there any other upgrades we can get with the vehicle? Ice cream cone. Oh man, a video camera, an action camera. They're cosmetic only, but they're there. We already have the laptop. There's no difference. We've got small antenna, tornado warning update. Yep. They're the same thing. Light bar. Oh man. We can upgrade our light if we want to. We've already got a benzonet, so we're good. If we wanted to not have any hail damage, we can get any of these. Window protection 100%. I'm telling you, in a future update, this is just speculation, but in a future update, I'm sure there's going to be options that are going to be like a window protection 50% or 80% or 90%, maybe not quite 100%. Right now, it's either 100% or nothing. And we're just going to keep it at nothing until we get that achievement. Bull bar is perfect because collision protection. Because there's lots of invisible ditches and when I don't cut corners properly. And this one, we've got 35%, but we've actually got, just 20%. Apparently we got a 30%. Okay, so 35 and 30. Okay. And we've got a rainbow bull bar, which doesn't provide any well, it doesn't really look like it physically protects the vehicle either, so I guess that makes sense. Wait, did I miss an option? Oh yeah, you got vehicle color too, but I mean, I like this color. Golden. Emerald green. Oh, emerald green looks good. Kiwi green. No, not the kiwi bird. The kiwi fruit. Royal plum. Oh, that's like Demenda's color. Hey, that's close. That's close to Krista. I mean, actually, I've envisioned a vehicle for Krista. It's actually not going to be like lavender, like her favorite color or anything like that. I should, you know, I should actually be. I should draw what Krista's vehicle would look like. There's only one timeline, like out of all the little stories, lore, and stuff that I've written about my characters, there's only one scenario where I've actually had Krista own a vehicle. It's a custom one. She's a hero. She gets a vehicle. Military green. But yeah, Astral Navy is already available. Tomato red. Wind. Custom wheels. I didn't change custom wheels. You know, it says cosmetic only, but you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if that changed things a little too. Like your grip on the road, your handling, you know, stuff like that. You know, like if you change your wheels on Mario Kart. Next week, Mario Kart World. Woo! Excited for that. Alright. Alright, let's get out of the menu here before it causes issues. Because again, for some reason the menu seems to be the hardest on hardware. Or on resources here. Start loading me in. Load me in. There we go. We're out of the menu. Okay, we're safe. Oh, yeah. Alright, what are we gonna get now? Okay. I don't see anything tornado capable yet. We gonna be chasing in the south today? Okay, dew points are looking good across the board. Why is the humidity so high? Look at this. Look at these dew points. They're almost the same as the temperature. It's like 90% relative humidity. 90 to 100% relative humidity. That's ridiculous. That should be foggy, if anything. Ooh, that's looking spicy. By the way, I wish Cape Charts would update every minute. I guess they do. They do if you know where to go. Well, okay, maybe not every minute, but we definitely got some utilization happening here with these cells. Unfortunately, it's hard to tell where we're actually going to end up getting a tornado right now. I mean, I think we should just stand by in Fort City. This looks like it's going to be a southern kind of scenario. Okay, so if we head just outright south on this road and follow it where it takes us, we should get to where we need to go. I am taking the correct south, right? I'm taking the correct south off the road. Yep, this is the correct south. This is correct. This is fine. Whee! So yeah, I mentioned at the beginning of this stream, though, I've been playing a lot of Fantasy Life. I've beaten the main story now, so now it's all post-game. I've achieved Master Magician, so now all the missions are ridiculous. There's a lot of enemies that are behind field checks, which was one of my few complaints about Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So, again, why? No, eventually I'll have the stats necessary because I'm finding some pretty high-grade tools and equipment, so... Nice lightning strike there. Looked like it aimed for a tree. Oh, man, imagine if the trees could get lit up from this. These clouds are looking pretty low. Lots of lightning here. We are at 3 thunderstorms so far, and we're hoping to get our 4th today. IRL. Fantasy Life is a lot of fun. I'm definitely looking forward to a multiplayer in with people more. The multiplayer is unnecessarily limited. Like, I feel a lot of those limitations are not necessary, but still, we can have fun with the limitations. Ooh, let's not steer our course towards a tree. The tree would not appreciate that. Will this chase give me a wall cloud picture? Find out. Let's see if this is a wall cloud picture right here. Wall cloud, wall cloud, wall cloud. No. No. Is this a wall cloud? No.
No.
There we go. Hold on, let me tab back in. I have to tab out to do that. This is how you distracted drive in video game. You try to play a sound while you're chasing the storm. Actually, chasing a storm, if you're chasing a storm, make sure you have a driver who's indifferent to the weather. A driver who will focus on driving. I don't like doing chasing and stuff on my own for multiple reasons. First of all, having a team is super helpful. But second of all, I'm weather oriented, so interested weather could distract me from the road, so it's like really just not a good idea. Where's my wall cloud picture? Oh, what's this? It's not a strong signature. But it's there. Unfortunately, the intercept point is terrible. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do a little off-roading once we're on the highway here, because there's no ramp there. Because that part of the map has difficult to work with layout. So we're going to have to go up here. We might be able to do a highway intercept too, but I don't know. Seems a little risky. Driving up here might actually be risky. Where is this? Yeah, we are getting a little bit of a rotation signature here. We got a little bit of a hook associated with that too. You have a funnel cloud picture, or a funnel cloud, or maybe a wall cloud if they exist? I don't see it, but apparently there is a tornado. Oh, is it this? A little difficult to see. Okay, I see where it's traveling now. I'm going to, looks like it's sort of traveling along the highway. So I'm actually going to aim here then. It's too late to try and intercept it on the road we were going to go onto, so we're going to move up an extra road. And we'll get ourselves set up there. And I usually play some, like, music or something. I'll get on it soon, trademark. Erupt! Welcome on in! What kind of music? Probably video game music. That's what most of my playlist is. There'll probably be some Thousand Year Door music. Yes. Now, a lot of video game music is instrumental focused, and that's my main focus. Yes, there was a piece of land on the shoulder. I actually heard the vehicle react to that too. It was like, like, oh. Somebody grew some grass on the road. Whoops.
Water.
Oh my goodness, Raven, thank you so much for the hydrate. Also, everybody else, if you need some hydration, let's get that hydration going. Whew, there we go. Welcome on in. The whole music is heavy, you know, I mean, your whole playlist is heavy metal. It's the only music that helps you focus. Fair enough. I thought we were going into a ditch the moment I went off the shoulder. And then there is, you never see it, Persona 5. Oh, Persona 5! Oh, yeah, there's some good sound. There is some good soundtracks there. Okay, so theoretically, this should be roughly where we want our intercept. I hope everybody is having a fantastic time zone while we wait for the tornado. If it's even still... it is still on the ground. I can't really see it, but... Oh, wait. Nope, there it is. Looks like it's a little bit of a distance. Is Twitch allowed on the Switch? I don't think Twitch has an app on the Switch. I'm not sure about the Switch too. I have no idea what they plan on doing with that, but I don't recall it being on the Switch. I know the Switch does have a browser, but it's only used under certain circumstances. Logins, third-party uploads. Although, if I'm not mistaken, you can only third-party upload to a select few social media sites. We're gonna head slightly south. Oh, wait. Oh, you mean for streaming? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I don't use a separate app for that either. I use OBS and a capture card. And I know capture cards are not the cheapest things around. Although I didn't get too fancy with mine. I feel like an AverMedia Gamer Live Ultra or something like that. What the heck is it called? I think the device name is like... Okay, I renamed it to capture card. Okay, hold on. Live Gamer Ultra Video. There we go. It's an AverMedia product. That's all you use? It doesn't work on your Switch? What? It doesn't work on your Switch? Interesting. If we head a little further south, and we need to do this quick because it looks like it's getting close, we should be able to get an intercept on this. That's weird. Yeah, usually OBS is pretty alright with that stuff. We still need to move further south. Ooh, we don't have much time. I need to get set up here because this is getting close. It looks so nice. Maybe it isn't close? Hold on. Let's see if we can get another picture. Oh. That always happens. Is it heading for the target I originally placed? Oh, you know what? Is it heading anywhere? Just in case it actually reaches, I am going to place this down. And we're going to get out of here. It might also jump. That's the impression that I'm getting. It might actually jump because the rotation point is sort of changing up. Hey, the pickup value says 0, but it doesn't say 000. What's going on with that? That's interesting that it doesn't work on the Switch. Because yeah, my Switch is connected. If Outbrk didn't work, I would have switched off to it. I would have switched off to it. Okay, we're not getting anything here because the rotation is no longer focused. We could still have it touch down again, though, so very possible. If it does touch down again, we're going to have to go way the heck up here to intercept it. And hope that it's not too close to the highway. We do have ads started in less than 1 minute here. Roughly every hour, we run ads for 3 minutes. Or whatever Twitch seems to select, up to 3 minutes. Sometimes Twitch doesn't have enough ads available, so you don't get as many ads. And sometimes you don't get ads at all because Twitch's ads are sometimes broken and decide not to work. Yeah, it's just to keep pre-rolls away. Because pre-rolls are way worse than scheduled ads. And mid-rolls. Mid-rolls are really annoying too. Like, imagine we're in the middle of, like we're about to intercept a tornado and, or something really cool is about to happen. And then, all of a sudden, the ads are blaring in your ears. I'm curious on if I'm going to run into any complications, though, with my capture card and the Switch, too. Definitely curious about that one. Oh, wait, there's no point in taking this ramp. It doesn't go south. Okay, let's merge back onto the highway. Okay, so up here, this is like way up on the highway here, shortly after we take a little bend over towards the east. The east, yeah. Right where the marker is. All right. Now, let's see. A tornado warning has been issued, but, nothing. Where's the point of rotation? Oh, are you kidding me? That is a hook. It's also a very different spot. Question is, can we make it there? That involves us having to cut across, because again, there's no ramp here. We're also going to have to go through a forest, and I don't like forests because I ran into a bush with invisible, improperly sized collision on it and got stuck. Goodbye, mile marker. I think that was it floating over there. Oh, come back from the ads. I sent a mile marker, not necessarily into space. I just sent it across the land here, but... Oh, hold on. This is the part about the map design that really annoys me. Is the no ramps intersections. Don't do this with your starting vehicle. Your starting vehicle will probably not make it. Alright, let's get down to our interception point. The starting vehicle just does not have the horsepower. Or the Koopa power. Or the... yeah, whatever the vehicles are powered by now. What's the reflectivity looking like? Not very good. I mean, the rotation's also looking really weak. We had a hook for a little bit. Oh! Oh, hello there. Hello there, Tornado. How are you on this fine evening? What direction are you moving in? Okay, let's turn around. Heading a little northwards here. Let's also keep in mind that it's probably close to us. Okay, this is a good point to set up an intercept. What we're going to do now is we're going to put this down, and we're going to get the heck out of here, because it is heading right for us. There's our probe value, and there's our hail damage. Think the hail damage will be 2? Whoa, 5,300, 5,400. All right. Just wait a little. We are close enough for the rear flank downdrafts could get us, so we're just going to wait a little. Give the tornado some room. Remember, tornadoes like their personal space too. Tornadoes are very protective about their personal space. Let's take another picture of this beauty. Look at you. I didn't even report it when I first saw it. Reported things is still worth something. That's what the Chaser network bonus thing is all about. It's when you report, it goes under there. It looks even nicer from here. It was a good intercept. Still no wall cloud pictures. At this point, it's like, what even is a wall cloud picture anymore? Okay, so for our next intercept, we're going to want to go that way. We're going to have to head back north, and we're going to have to track down that road. But Tornado's not moving too fast, so we should be able to get a second intercept in. Off north we go. I really want to have the radar for our area open right now. I'm afraid it might cause Outbrk to crash. I mean, we might just change the fantasy light partway through so that I have the extra resources to work with, because I do want a radar up in the corner, my corner screen up here. Just put a radar screen down in the corner of the stream. I would, but then that would be, you know, set where I center it over might be a little too much personal detail on. I could zoom it out to prairie level though. Although I might zoom it into to some of the storms if they get particularly interesting. Oh, are we even going to be able to safely intercept this? It's looking pretty close to the road already. I'm going to say that's too close to the road. So we're just going to take some pictures and admire it. Out goes the hunting for tornadoes. Well, so far pretty good. Oh, we're going to be able to report this very soon here. So far, so good. Alright, so we got this way, roughly. We're going to ignore the highway part because, again, these kind of intersections, there's no ramp. Oh no, it's heading near the radar. You know what happens to any tornado that gets near the radar in this game? It mysteriously dies. We're going to head for Eastern Falls. I have a feeling that this tornado might visit Eastern Falls. We did manage to get some hail damage, but I'm never going to get that window break achievement. Well, if the tornado does not mysteriously die because it got close to the radar, which is the opposite of what tornadoes seem to do when I'm actually doing radar watching. Now, what seems to happen when you're looking at the radar in real life is whenever you see a radar, you'll see a tornado signature and be like, oh, I'm going to head that way. Right towards the station. It doesn't usually end up taking them out of commission, but just for some reason. See, look at that. It's mysteriously dying. Let me get a picture before it disappears. Anytime now, it's about to despawn. Yep, it's gone. See? I have a feeling that that is a bit of an issue with the game, too. The game is literally, like, reading the values that velocity and reflectivity and stuff are showing. And it is basing whether there should be a tornado there off of that. That's what it feels like. Just speculation. I don't know the game's inner workings. But it feels like that's the way it's behaving. So whenever they get near a radar, they mysteriously despawn because the values are not right for it. But also, it's near a radar. Of course you're not going to get the values. They might work on that too. Like I said, they do have plans to adjust the behavior for tornadoes and such to make them a little more realistic. They've already got a decent amount of realistic, but I've even mentioned it in previous streams. Tornado going in a direction and then just suddenly changing another direction is not what a tornado actually does. Just gonna honk my horn as I pass by the residential area here. Honk, 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 honk. Where's my wall cloud pictures? There's the radar. So yeah, this is what radar looks. This is what a radar station looks like. I wonder how detailed they made it. With the troll of the weather get eggy. Let me see if we can drive right up to it, since we're not dealing with any actual tornadoes anymore. Let's drive right up to it. I want to see how much detail they put into it. Does this road go right up to it? Like, does it turn and go straight towards it? Oh man, imagine if they added an update in the future where radar watching would be like a thing, and you'd be able to like have a full out team of storm chase it. That would be so cool. Let me up. Darn. Alright, let me just back right up here. Yep. That's a radar. So, well, let me see if I can... I'll bring up the radar for now and hope that it doesn't crash the game. But yeah, basically, here we go. Every one of these here is sort of like this. Most of the ones that I see are most of them are white. I guess some of them are this. I don't think there's any real reason for specific colors of them. Although that could influence temperature. So the radar is a bug now. I guess compared to the weather. It looks like the chase is ending, so we're going to do a classic thing with the fuel here, where we, we fuel up to stay out of the vehicle. I don't recommend relying on that because I can almost guarantee you they're going to take it out. Besides, it doesn't really save you much. Fuel doesn't cost that much. Well, I know one thing, that was vehicle damage back there, so that'll be getting deducted. That was a nice flash. Horseshoe Lounge. Okay, we're gonna head... Whoop! Not that way. I feel like we should do one more chase before we even consider changing to fantasy life here. But I am going to give our radar a quick check. And if there's stuff I want to monitor, then we'll do a switch and I'll have the radar up. You know me and thunderstorms. I saw that 1 minute and 60 seconds left. So silly. Ah, the sky. Then when you hit 100%, you can leave the chase. 204 kilometers an hour. We got an even better one. Also, what a great picture. You could see the probe icon in it. I didn't know that was actually there. I'm seeing icons in my vision. We got 5,400 for that chase. We got 2 grand off of the tornado pictures. The vehicle damage, yep. Alright, I'm going to give the radar a quick check here, just to see if there's stuff I need to keep an eye on. I can see the frontal system just barely entering, but there's nothing real big. How fast is it moving? Not really that fast. Okay. We'll do one more chase before we do a swap. It's a nice, chill time. Now then, the music layer. Let's just... This, set this. Okay, that'll be ready. We're almost at 100 grand. I think this time we'll save up for the Dominator so we can actually do some... So we can firsthand intercept the tornadoes. Just anchor ourselves in and be ready for a wild ride. A wild ride of do not open the door. It's not like you'll be able to open a door very easily anyways when in the middle of a tornado event. Well, we already have a very interesting storm. However, I don't think this one's going to produce a tornado immediately because we have a cell down here that's going to mess around with it. What do we have here? Okay, our dew points are a little meh over here. Our dew points are okay over here. Yeah, storms are utilizing the energy, alright. They're heading up into an unfavorable environment. We might be heading south on this one. I think I have a feeling... I have a rough idea of how it's trying to organize. Now, the estimated point of where the hook is going to form... Let's check this intersection out. Oop, that's not the road I want to go down. Hold on. It's this road right here. Shortcut. Well, that'll if you see the vehicle damage, it's from that. How'd that count as vehicle damage? Alright. I might be right about this one. Oh yeah, we got some rotation building there too. You know what would be cool is if I could get a wall cloud picture. Every chase is gonna be like, yeah, where's my wall cloud picture? Like, how am I ever going to get the achievement for having a wall cloud picture? By the way, this isn't necessarily a wall cloud here. This is more like a shelf. But it does look pretty cool. Okay, new frame does not look good. Doesn't look as exciting. Yeah, I hope it's not heading up that gravel road again. Room's getting a little warm. I mean, the temperatures are pretty warm outside, so makes sense. But yeah, the room's just a little warm. Microphone. Come on, microphone stand. Don't do this to me. Come on. Stay. 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 It does this. It's because it specifically... Come on. Seriously? Stay. Okay. I would like you... There we go. That got it to stay. Guys, yellow. I'm not going to take a picture of that. It won't have any value. Green. Enroll now. Outbrk emergency services. Ah. Oh man, that'd be great if they started just placing like these fun little ad logos and stuff. You like what Mario Kart does. All these fun little like not real place advertisements, because I actually do not like product placement in a game. It takes away from the appeal of something. But it's just like made up businesses that don't really exist. Are we gonna get anything out of this? Well, if we are, it's gonna be over here. Where's this going? It is heading up here, unfortunately. Time to head back where we came from. Oh yeah, let's get the music going. Well, this is definitely SLdr Chronicles music. Ooh. Oh. Cell just got warned. Or maybe it got warned while the antenna was off, because, again, it starts off by default for some reason. Yeah, well, we can't get a picture of it from here, if there even is one. Okay. Alright. Not a single fungal cloud yet. You're not trying to spawn above me now, are you? Nope. Alright. Let's head to the interception point we were looking at then, and we'll reevaluate from there. Also, we have to head around a hill. Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 again. This next season, I will be doing a full playthrough of that. Not a 100%. Just, you know, story with cutscene. And not level 95 versus level 5, you know? That's fast play. Is this a storm chasing simulator, or is this a crash into power pull simulator? You know. Sometimes I wonder. Anything worth chasing yet? Anything worth chasing? No? No, this is just tornado warned and not producing anything. The potential to. Well, if it is producing something, or if it would, it's not going to be anywhere near here. This had better not be fast moving. What was that? Why is it moving so fast? I do not like scenarios where they move fast. They're near impossible to chase. This is going to be interesting to chase. If we can even chase it. It's definitely not a rare thing for a tornado-capable storm to move at like 70 kilometers an hour, 40 miles per hour. Let's get another funnel cloud picture while it's a funnel cloud. They don't like to stay funnel clouds for very long. And based on the direction that this is moving in, it'll be approaching Grassland Park very quickly. Possibly too fast for us to intercept it, so... we'll see! Zoom, zoom. Go back inside. Ah. No, I refuse. The general advice that is often set up here, it's probably said down in the US too, is when thunder roars, go indoors, which, yes. But, you know, my intense interest in weather also likes to say no. I wouldn't go out in the middle of the open. And I wouldn't go near any trees, that's for sure. Look at that mighty nice looking tornado. I'm still going to put faith in the target. I want to go out and evaluate where it's going, but also it's moving fast. In fact, this is... Hello, vehicle. Oh dear, this might not be good. Nope. I'm not getting any closer. We would have went right into it. When you hear the thunder sound, go outside and look around. You might say, how am I going to sound to you? I mean, yep. I'd do that. Intense lightning scenarios. Now those will cause me to go indoors, because the chance of getting struck is pretty high in those. Okay, well, we're not going to be able to intercept there. And we're probably not going to be able to intercept here either, because everything is moving really fast in this scenario. We'll take our little shortcut in Grassland Parks. I guess we'll do a little dance around this tornado here. Ah! Okay, there we go. Also, hold on. This is a no music moment. This is a focus moment. Let's not get any closer. Tornadoes are very sassy. You don't want to offend them. I didn't see any trees flying around. Oh, there we go. Interesting. Why is the tornado itself not tossing trees? Well, once they add a feature to take pictures of damage, this is damage. Whoa, oh my goodness, oh jeez, whoa. Whoa. I saw that tree. Okay, hold on, the collision is all messed up here. I just saw that other piece of tree just fly around. Oh my goodness. Okay, can the invisible collision around these things not be in the way? This might be a little annoying to go around. Okay, what is with some of the collision around some of these trees? I wish the collision would line up with the debris. Why do these bushes get their own collision? No collision on bushes. Delete collision off of bushes. Okay, we found a gap in the, we found a gap in the land, too. Oh! Whee! Okay, where's my extra points for that? That was like half a barrel roll, and then a sudden landing. Oh my goodness. Trick bonus. We're not going to be getting an intercept around this. This is going way too fast. Yeah, no, we're not getting an intercept out of this. Like, it's heading up here next, but it's gonna get in our way. And it's going into the mountain area. I don't like chasing in the mountain area. Okay, once we could take pictures of damage, that would be awesome. Because that's about all we can do right now. Is follow the damaging path that the tornado has created. Moving too fast, and all the routes to try and get ahead of it are currently blocked by the tornado itself. Maybe they'll do map rework at some point. Doesn't sound like they're doing that immediately right away. I think the main focus right now is optimizing things and making things look even better. Which I've got to say, this game already looks really good, so... The artifacting is one of the things, so that blue that you see around some of the trees and such, that is something that they specifically mentioned they're going to be addressing. So, yeah. But the tornado visuals, they mentioned the tornado visuals are going to be upgrading even more, which, I mean, it already looks really good, so... Oh my goodness. And yeah, on the topic of reworks, I did read the Phasmo development updates there. Looks like they're doing another one of those reworks. Oh, you know what? Okay. Well, before the visibility completely destroys our ability, this I wouldn't mind if they reworked. This might be a bit of an issue. Also, let's take a picture of a tornado with sunflowers in the way. Oh, that is weird. You see what the sunflowers are doing as you get closer? It looks like they're growing. Like, whoop. They're listening. If they know. Did that say blue mode? Hey, look at that. We're almost caught up to it. See how fast it's moving? It doesn't look like it's moving as fast, actually. Is it slowing down? That'd be fantastic. Oh, no, it's definitely not slowing down. It's moving right for Northerndale. Northerndale, get into your basements. If you're in the, that is, if you're in-game. If you're in-game and you live in Northernville, get into the basement. Wow. Ooh. We're heading into the disaster zone. We should probably not do this. I think we're gonna stop at this intersection here. Right over Northerndale, my goodness. Well, should we try for a mountain intercept? I say no, but ugh, I especially say no because of where, yeah, never mind. We're not going to be able to reach that safely. Well, we can do another damage assessment because it's heading right through Northerndale. Northerndale, right on the side of the mountains, right on the foothills. Okay. It feels like it's slowing down. Oh, maybe it's not heading through Northerndale itself. Maybe it's heading north of Northerndale. Whoa. What were those sparks from? Ah, here we go. Just north of Northerndale. Oh my goodness. This is the damage path. We're now walled by grounded trees. It's heading directly away from us. It's leaving. We are facing right towards it, and it's crossing the last road you can possibly do an intercept on. So yeah, we'd already have to have been there. It chose some of the worst roads it could possibly choose. And it moved at a fast speed. There was no winning with this one. Whoa. Power pole down like right over here. And I just took fall damage because I teleported on top of my vehicle. Neat. There it goes. Well, we'll get something for the pictures at least. Hey, that was enough to push us to 100k. We got some fungal cloud pictures. We reported some tornadoes. Fantastic stuff. Alright, it is time for me to change. We're going to change to fantasy life. And I'm going to have the radar run in, the IRL radar, run in on another monitor here, so I can keep an eye on the severe weather that's just barely starting to enter range. It's not really going to be here anytime soon. It's supposed to be focused in like late afternoon at the earliest, but it's more looking like evening. Either way, it's got a pretty long area of influence. So let me just swap us over here. I'm going to load my VTuber dude up once our resources are free. Hey, OBS. Thank you.